everybody, it's Oma here to read you a story. This story is called Corduroy and it's been around for a little while. Let me see, it's by Freeman. I forgot to see when this came out. 1968. That is the year after I was born. Yeah, a long time ago. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. Here he is. Just waiting. Isn't he cute? The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want the small bear in green overalls. Then one morning a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost a button on one of his shoulder straps." So he'd been there so long, lost a button. Mommy looks real tired. Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find one." They're walking away. He's looking down, seeing he lost a button. Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone home, the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. There he is, climbing down from his shelf and looking all over for his button. Kind of neat to think about what happens when the store closes at night. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped on the escalator, and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? "I think I always wanted to climb a mountain." He thought he was on a mountain. Just the escalator taking him up, 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 up. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was the most amazing sight. Tables and chairs, lamps and sofas, and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I always wanted to live in a palace." Is that a palace? Or is that just the place where they sell beds and furniture? Have you ever been to a big department store like that? It's kind of fun, seeing all the pretty things. He wandered around admiring the furniture. "There must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All all at once he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button!" he cried, and he tried to pick it up, but like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. They're all sewn on. You can't get that off. Poor little guy. He yanked and he pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button. And off of the mattress Corduroy tumbled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Eek! Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." Maybe he thinks there's a bad guy in the store. He flashed his light under and over the sofas and the beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" I love this picture. Just his little fuzzy ears sticking out, hiding. He's thinking, how did this teddy bear get from the toy department upstairs? The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. He's going down. Put him right back where he's supposed to go. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came in the store in the morning, and there looking at him with wide, warm smile was the same little girl he saw the day before. "I'm Lisa, and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I can bring you home." Look, she came back. "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the saleslady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight into her own room. She didn't want him in a box. She was huggy-wugging him. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers. Alongside a girl-sized bed, there stood a little bed, just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like the enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." "Isn't that nice?" She said, "I like you just the way you are." But she's going to fix him just so that he's more comfortable. "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. And that's the story of Corduroy, the little bear. So I'm going to add my email address now to the description on the website, on this page. So if you want Mom to help you write me an email, I would like to hear from everybody. And I also wanted to let everybody know what this is. On my hand, it's called Henna, and my daughter Jessie does this kind of artwork with a paste that's made from a plant, and you can learn more about it on her page called Jessikay Henna. And I'll leave a link for that. You can look at all these neat pictures and demonstrations that she does about that. So don't forget to subscribe and give me a like, give me a thumbs up, okay? And come back and hear more stories, okay? Oma loves you. Mwah.